$64.
Have you joined from 2 devices, Kavish? Is that why? There's a lot of echo.
Yeah, hold on. Let me change my name.
Okay. Very nice. What are you showing? Rasika? You joined from 2 devices, Kavish? Is that?
Yeah, it's me. Okay.
क्या हुआ? क्लास शुरू हो गई है. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. How is everybody doing? Good.
Hare Krishna Mataji. How are you doing?
Krishna.
I'm doing good. How are you doing? How are you doing, Mataji? It's Koshi.
I'm doing good too. Thank you for asking. Yes, who is that?
Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. We will
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Just 1 minute. Okay? Just 1 minute. I will share the screen. Just give me 1 minute. We'll start with Namo Vishnu Padaya. You know that. Okay, Om Ajnana. I'm sorry. Om Ajnana, and then Sri Chaitanya Manotishtam, you know, right? Yes. By now everybody knows?
I wasn't joining these days, so yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sharing the screen just 1 minute.
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Mataji, I'm not able to share the screen.
Oh, sorry, Mataji. I have to make you host also. Sorry. Now you can share, Mataji. Mataji, can you hear?
Yes, yes,
Share the
yes.
screen now, Mataji.
Yes, can everybody see the screen now?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, I see screen.
Okay.
Yes, Mataji. I see screen. I see screen.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Paramahansa.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Tushita.
Hare Krishna Tushita. Okay, let's all start, okay? Together. Om Ajnana Namo Jai Shri Krishna
Hare Krishna. Thank you all for chanting so beautifully. Okay, can we go ahead?
I know Hare Krishna.
Oh, that's very good. Okay, so now today we will see our story. We have two stories, very nice stories. Okay, so we all know who Advaita Acharya is, right? Everybody remembers who Advaita Acharya is? Can anybody tell me?
Hare Krishna Mataji, it's Deepak. Advaita Acharya is an incarnation of Lord Brahma.
No, that is Haridas Thakur.
Haridas Thakur.
Yes, he is incarnation of Mahavishnu. Okay, everybody. Okay. So So he was the one who was praying for the Lord to descend, because he's seeing that how people have become so materialistic. Nobody is interested in taking the names of the Lord. So now we will see a pastime, a very nice pastime. So one day what happens? You know where Mahaprabhu used to do kirtan, at whose house? Who can tell me? Let me pick somebody. Wait. Let me pick somebody. Nirvi, do you know where Mahaprabhu used to do kirtan? Do you know whose house? Oh, yes. Who is that? Whose house?
Very good.
Okay, I'll ask somebody. That's okay. If you don't remember, that's okay. Tushita,
Mataji, can I say this is Subhadra? House. Shiva's house.
yes, that's correct.
House.
Yes, yes, I know. Everybody raised their hand. Yes, it is at Srivas Thakur's house. Yes. So what happened, when they were doing kirtan, it was very, very ecstatic, means they were all so overjoyed, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was so fully absorbed in taking the names of the Lord when they were doing kirtan. So what happened while doing kirtan? He fainted. So when he fainted, what did Advaita Acharya do? Advaita Acharya, he took the dust from the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu and touched his head. So now, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gained consciousness, he started crying. I lost my life. He started acting like that, and he started crying. He said, what do I do? Without love for Krishna, there is no point of me living. So he started running from there. And then when he started running, who followed him? Nityananda Prabhu, he followed him. And then what happened? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he jumped in the Ganges. And Nityananda Prabhu also jumped along with him, because he did not want his running like that, crying out.
Good job.
Please unmute. Okay, so then what happened? But you know what? Nobody saw, but they crossed, the shore, and they went on the other side. And then they were hiding where? They were hiding and staying at Nandana Acharya's house. Okay, remember, they were hiding at Nandana Acharya's house. So all the devotees, and when Advaita Acharya heard and saw that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has jumped, and then he is drowned in the water. That's what they thought, because they did not see him at all. They did not see him at all. So then, he started thinking, oh my Lord, what has happened? What has happened? He was just crying. He was fasting. He was not eating anything at all. But, Srivas, he knew what is going on. He knew that Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu, they are at Nandana Acharya's house. So he went there. He said, all the devotees, they have been buried, and especially Advaita Acharya, he's crying, he's rolling on the ground, he's not eating food, and he's thinking, and they all think that you have drowned. They're so worried. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was just thinking. He said, you know what? Okay, tell him where I am. Tell him that I am at Nandana Acharya's house. So immediately, they went and they told Advaita Acharya that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is at Nandana Acharya's house, and that, you should not do it again, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted him to learn a lesson, because even though he's Supreme Lord, he had come in the form of a devotee. So, Advaita Acharya, he did not want Advaita Acharya to take the dust of his lotus feet. So that's why, he enacted this pastime. Okay. So now let us go to another story. Very interesting and nice, wonderful story. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Oh. So now what happened. Chand Kazi, right? Does everybody know Chand Kazi? He was the Muslim magistrate. So what happened one time, they were all doing the kirtan, right? They were doing Sankirtan everywhere. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers. So, the smart Brahmanas and the other people, the Hindu people, they started coming and complaining to Chand Kazi. They started telling him, that these people, they are chanting the names of the Lord on the street, and that is not allowed. You should stop them. That is against the rule. How can everybody take the names of the Lord? According to the rule, it is according to the rules and the regulations. The people are not supposed to do that. Then, when the people, they told Chand Kazi, you know what you should do? You should stop people from doing the kirtan, the devotees, and also you should put an end to what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was doing. So hearing this, Chand Kazi, he immediately, announced that, now nobody will do the Sankirtan or chanting on the, outside anymore. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he said, you know what, we cannot stop the Sankirtan, we can never stop it. So we have to continue. So now the devotees started continue. But then what happened? You know what happened? Chand Kazi himself, he came to Srivas Thakur's house and he broke the mridanga. So because the mridanga was broken at Srivas Thakur's house, so it is called Hola Banga Danga, okay? Because that is the place where, the mridanga was broken by Chand Kazi. This news, it reached to whom? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And what did he do? Along with his followers, they took out, a torchlight and they marched towards Chand Kazi's house. Because what he had done was totally, totally wrong. That was not correct. So, and then what happened, Chand Kazi, seeing that all the people have gathered outside his house, he was very scared. He was not coming out. And when everybody started screaming and shouting, kill the Kazi, kill the Kazi, everybody was shouting like that. And then finally, Chand Kazi, he could not stay inside. So he had to come out. He said, you know what? Nimai your grandfather, he used to call me Papa. So he said, he used to call me Kaka, so you are my nephew. So, why are you getting angry and then doing all these things? Then, then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, if I am your nephew, then you are my uncle, right? So that means you have not even invited me to your house and see how you're treating me. So seeing this, Chand Kazi, he called Chaitanya Mahaprabhu inside his house. He welcomed him. And then you can see in the picture how they started talking about philosophy, They started having discussions. Because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, see, you know what? Bull and cow, they are our father and mother. Bull, it will plow the lands. It will give, it will help in giving us grains. It will make the land fertile. And cow, she gives us milk. But you people, you are killing our mother and father. And Chandkazi said, if we are doing like that, but in your Shastras, it says that, you know what? You also sacrifice cow and horses. We do the Ashwamedha Yagna and the Go Yagna. So that is also not correct. Then how are we now? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you know what? That was done, because when the cow's body, they become very, very old. So the Brahmanas at that time, when they chant that mantra, it's very powerful and gives a new life to the cow. But in Kali Yuga, we cannot do that anymore because the mantras are not powerful. Speech isn't pure anymore. So that's what he told. So we are not doing so. That is not correct. So then he said, you know what? You should not stop this Sankirtana movement. He said, you should allow people to chant because this is what is Kali Yuga. That's what we are supposed to do in Kali Yuga. We should take the names of Lord Hari. So, and then Chand Kazi told him something, you know what happened? After I broke your mridanga, in the night when I was sleeping, I had a dream. And who came in that dream? Narsingadev, and he said, whatever you have done, you have to stop it and you have to let the people chant. Otherwise, I will not leave you. I will kill you. That's what Narsingadev told him in his sleep. And then when he immediately got up, he thought, he's having a dream. He saw on his chest, there were marks of the claws of Nrsimhadev. And he opened his shirt and he clothes and he showed to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, see, there is marks of that claws, I can see. Then, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he understood. And he immediately, he touched and he blessed Chand Kazi. And then Chand Kazi, he promised, that from now onwards, all my descendants, they will never stop you from chanting. So you see, whenever we go to Navadvip or anywhere, there is nobody can stop the devotees from chanting, because Chand Kazi had promised. He said all his, descendants, all the people who come after him also, they will never stop the Sankirtan movement. So you can see in this picture, in the Samadhi of Chand Kazi, so they made a Samadhi, and then, two trees are growing. So the trees are the Champaka tree and Neem tree, Champaka was the nickname, like you have pet names. So that was the pet name of Chand Kazi. And we know Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had the name Nimai because he was born under the Neem tree. So even today, devotees, when they go to the parikrama for Navadip Mandal parikrama, they always visit Chand Kazi Samadhi. Okay. So now we will do, I hope you all like the stories, and we will do some fill in the blanks today. Okay. Now first question. Okay. All of you, you can take turns in answering. So you can raise your hand. Let me see.
Yes, I
I will choose somebody. Okay. Shubhadra and Giridhar. Okay. So what is the first? Advaita Acharya had taken the dash from the lotus feet. So what is the answer? What had Advaita Acharya taken from the lotus feet of the Lord? Shubhadra and Giridhari.
Dust.
Yes, he had taken the dust. Okay. So now second is Janvi. I see Janvi. Janvi, you want to answer the second fill in the blanks? Nityananda Prabhu and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, where were they staying? At whose house were they staying, after they jumped in the Ganges?
Shiva's house.
No. The devotees were all worried because they did not see Mahaprabhu at all. Because they thought that, he had drowned in the water. That's why Advaita Acharya was crying. But he was staying at whose house? Let me go to somebody else.
Nandacharya's house.
Yes, Nandanacharya's house. That is correct. Okay, thank you, Janvi. Madhav, you raised your hand. Madhav, you want to say the third one, Madhav?
Yes.
Okay. Chand Kazi had broken what? What did Chand Kazi break?
Huh?
When the devotee... Oh, I forgot to tell you the part. Okay. Chand Kazi broke what? What did he break? The devotees know. Yes. But I did not tell you he broke that mridanga with his. Does anybody know? Else I did not mention it.
Hand. Balavrinda.
Balavrinda. Okay, go Balavrinda. He broke. I did not tell. I forgot to tell. He broke it with what? Not with his.
He broke it with a pot, Mataji.
Oh, pot. It says stick. I read stick, so that's why I'm telling you stick. He broke it with a stick. That's what it said. So, okay, so he broke it with a stick. Okay, now Tushita, you want to answer next? Okay, fourth one is Shriva Kangan is also called Kola Banga Danga because why? Why? That Shriva Sangan is also called Kola Banga Danga. What happened?
Because he broke the mridanga.
Wait. I'm asking Tushita, what did Chand Kazi do there? Do you know, Tushita? What did Chand Kazi do?
He broke mridanga.
Yes, because he broke the mridanga. Yeah. Fifth one is Isha and Vikram. You want to answer? Okay. Chand Kazi saw in his dream.
Narasimha.
Yeah, Nrsimhadev. He saw the fear. 9.5 man. Okay. Sixth is okay. Subhadra, you want to answer? Subhadra Kunti, you want to answer? Chand Kazi promised that nobody would stop the Harinam. Nobody would stop the Harinam Sankirtan. Okay, last is I saw somebody else. Rishikesh, did I see Rishikesh? Oh, Rishikesh, yeah. So,
Hare Krishna Mataji, it's Deepak. I have been raising my hand.
oh, see, I want to give somebody else a chance. Is that okay?
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I?
I saw here Rishikesh. That's why I'm seeing in the chat box. I'm sorry, everybody is not able to get a chance, but I hope you all know. Okay, so what are the two trees growing from the Samadhi of Chand Kazi? Okay. So, Balram, wait. Rishikesh, can you name one so I can ask somebody else to name the other?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. Okay. So, Balram, I'm not asking you. No, Nimai is not the name of the tree. Okay. Balram, please don't do that. Tanvik. And then Deepak. Tanvik, you want to name one? What is the name of the one tree? One tree name. You can give any one name.
The tree's name is the neem tree. The neem
Okay.
tree.
Thank you. Deepak, you want to name the other tree?
Two trees. So the
Neem tree. The other.
tree, mint tree, I think.
He said neem tree. Okay, let me ask somebody else. Vrinda, do you know what is the other?
Champaka.
Champaka. Yes. Champaka tree. Yes, because Chand Kazi's nickname was Champak. Like Nimai had Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had Nimai, right? Because he was born under the neem tree. So that's why those trees are called Champak and neem tree. Okay, those two trees they grew. Okay, thank you all for listening to the story and answering the question so nicely. So now we will have the shloka and rhyme. So let us welcome Manjana Gopika Mataji. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna Mataji, this is Vrinda. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, we'll learn the sloka today and then we'll go to the rhyme, okay? Atta chittam samadhatum nasaknosi mai sthiram abhyasa yogena tato mam abhyasa yogena tato mam ichhaptum dhananjaya ichhaptum dhananjaya Ata chittam samadhatum. And all of you repeat. All of you. Atha chittam samadhatum. Na saknosi mai sthiram. Abhyasa yogena tato mam. Ichhaptum dhananjaya. Atha chittam samadhatum. Na saknosi स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो मां इच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय. Okay, one more time, okay? अथा चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो माम् इच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय. Okay, can we go to the rhyme, Mataji? Okay, okay. You all repeat after me, okay? Each day is a Valentine's Day. If we have Krishna in our life, all of us are children of God. Let us love and care for each other. Love is to serve and serve is to please. Please the Supreme Lord in our heart. Each day is a Valentine's Day. If we have Krishna in our life, to love God is the goal of our life. He is loving us eternally. Krishna is our Father, Krishna is our Master. He is the source of love everywhere. Okay, we'll go to the break room and you all can practice sloka and rhyme, okay?
Mataji, can Subhadra go? Hare Krishna.
Yes, everyone can go. You can all raise the hand. I will call everyone.
My hand is already raised.
Jahnavi, 1 second. Mataji.
Hari Bol. Now I will put the photo.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Deepak. Can I go? Would the mama say?
Leave the time. Okay, Jhani. Okay, we have to leave it. Okay, Madhav, can you go? Madhav, Tushita, Subhadra, Balabrinda, and Jhanavi. Okay, 5 together. Madhav, can you go? Madhav.
Say. Ata. Chitta. Hare Krishna.
Can you say, Madhav?
Yeah, the screen. 1 second, Mother. Yeah. Atta chittam samadhatum. Nashaknoshi mai stiram. Abhyasayogena tato. ततो
मा इच्छाप्तुं धनञ्जय
धनञ्जय
each day is a Valentine's Day.
Each Valentine's Day.
If we have Krishna in our life,
If Krishna
in our life, all of us are children of God.
all of us are now
God,
God.
let us love and care for each other.
Let us love each other.
Love is to serve
Love is to serve
and serve is to please.
and serve is to please.
Please the Supreme Lord in your heart.
Please our
Supreme
supreme heart
in your
your
heart. Each day is a Valentine's Day.
Each day, Valentine's Day.
If we have Krishna
If you are Krishna
in our life,
in our life,
to love God is the goal of our life. To love God
God's the good of our life.
He is loving us eternally.
He is loving us. He is loving me.
Krishna is our Father.
Krishna is our Father.
Krishna is our Mother.
Krishna is our Father.
Mother.
Mother.
He is the source of love.
He is the source of love. Everywhere. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much. I want to you who is there bigger. Subhadra.
Hare Krishna Mataji, can I say the sloka and the rhyme? This is Tanvi.
1 second. 1 second. Subhadra and then Bala Vrinda and Janavi. Can you do all together rhyme and then you can do sloka differently, okay? Because we may have not enough time to all the chance. Okay?
Mataji, can Subhadra go?
Yes,
All together.
yeah, 3 per 3. Janavi, Balavrinda and Subhadra say together the rhyme.
Slowly, okay?
Each day is a Valentine's Day. If we have Krishna in our life, all of us are children of God. Let us love and care for each other. Love is to serve and service to please. Please the Supreme Lord in our heart. This day is our Valentine's Day. If we have Krishna in our life,
Krishna in your
life. To love God is the goal of our life. He is loving us eternally. Krishna is our Father. Krishna is our Master. He is the source of love.
Thank you. Now, Subhadra, can you go and say the sloka and then Balavrinda and Janavi?
Ata chittam shamandhatum nakshnoshi maistriyam abhyasa yogena tato mam ichaptum dhananjaya.
Now, Dhanam Balavrinda.
Atachittam samadhadum nasannoshi manishriya abhyasa yoga tato yog mamit shabdam dhananjaya. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Janavi. Your turn. Atha Chittam.
Atachittam samadhatum
Nasaknosi maistiram. Abhyasayogena tato mam ichaptum dhananjaya. Thank you so much. Now the turn. Tanvik. Tanvik and Tushita. And first Tushita go and then Tanvik. Okay? Tushita, can you go?
अथ चित्तं समाधातुं न शक्नोषि मयि स्थिरम् मयि स्थिरम् अभ्यासयोगेन ततो माम् इच्छन्तु धनञ्जया छाप्तुं धनञ्जया. Each day is a Valentine's Day.
Each day is the Valentine's Day.
If we have Krishna in our life,
If we have Krishna in our life,
all of us are children of God.
all of us are children of God.
Let us love and care for each other.
Let us love and care for each other.
Love is to serve and serve is to please.
Love is to serve and serve is to please.
Please the Supreme Lord in our heart.
Please the Supreme Lord in our heart.
Each day is a Valentine's Day.
Each day is a Valentine's Day.
If we have Krishna in our life,
We have Krishna in our life.
to love God is the goal of our life. To love God is the goal of our life. He is loving us eternally.
He is loving eternally.
Krishna is our Father, Krishna is our Master.
Krishna is our Father, Krishna is our Master.
He is the source of love everywhere.
He is the source of love everywhere.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tushita. Now Tanvik and Kavis also was raising the hand. Kavis, can you, Tanvik and Kavis go the rhyme, say together rhyme, and then you can say the sloka different time if you want, okay? Tanvik, can you go? And Kavis also.
Each day is a Valentine's Day. If we have Krishna in our life, all of the children of God, let us love and care for each other. Love is service to be.
In
Our heart. Each day is a Valentine's Day. If we have Krishna in our life, to love God, God is the goal of life. He is love and eternally. Krishna is our Father. Krishna is our Master. He is the source of love everywhere. Ata chittam samadhatum. Ata chittam samadhatum. Nasatto maisi. Mami chaptim dhananjaya. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you, Tanvik. Thank you. Now, Kausik and Deepak, can you go next? Can you say rhyme together and sloka differently? Both of you can. This one. Yeah, Kausik. Kausik, Deepak, can you go next?
Mataji, my sister's name is Kaushi, not Kaushik.
Okay. Kausi, yeah. Kausi and Deepak both.
Atachitam samadatum na shaknoshi mayi stiram. Can you Atachitam samadatum na shaknoshi mayi stiram. Hare Krishna Mataji, it's Deepak. Can you help me?
Abhyasa yogena tato
Abhyatsageratoto.
Mam ichhaptum dhananjaya.
Abhyatum nananjaya.
Mam ichhaptum.
Nam Nitya.
Ichhaptum dhananjaya.
When we were practicing like the second line, my sister was singing.
Mataji,
Yes, no
Mataji,
problem. You, Mataji, send the this one also recording. You can try.
Mataji.
Okay. Just Deepa, go with the rhyme.
Deep, I'll say the rhyme.
Okay.
Today is a Valentine's Day. If we have Krishna in our life, all of us are children of God. Let us love and care for each other. Love is to serve and serve is to please. Please the Supreme Lord in our heart. Each day is the Valentine's Day. If we have Krishna in our life, a life to love God is the goal of our life. Krishna is our Father, Krishna is our Master. He is the source of love everywhere.
Mataji, can Kishari go?
Thank you.
Mataji, can
Yes,
Kishari go?
Go.
Mataji, can
Yes.
Kishari go?
yes. Okay, Savi and Dina Krishna, we have one more minute. Can you go together or just to? Yes, one
We can go
person.
together, Mataji.
Yes.
Atachetam samadratyon nasoshansi mai stiram abhyasa yoginam tatamam ichitum dhananjaya. Each day is Valentine's Day. If we have Krishna in our hearts, all of us are Krishna, children of God. Let us love and care for each other. Love is serve and service to please the Supreme Lord in our
Just to please
each day is Valentine's Day.
God and
Mataji, 4:15. Have Krishna in our life to love God in our
life. To love God is
He is loving us.
source of
Eternally.
eternal.
Krishna is the Father and Krishna is the Master.
Mataji, it is 4:15.
Yes. No worry. Now we can end the call. Now we can pay our obeisances to all the Vaishnava devotees. Vansa Kalpataruvesa.
Kripa Sindhu.
Mataji,
Could you please not kick me out of the call? I'm Govindas.
Yes. We are
Vaishnaveभ्यो नमो
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Is it the end of the class or?
Mataji is supposed to. Yeah, we have a now the Govinda class. Yes,
Oh.
Can I
Mataji
go ahead
is
and end the
supposed to.
class, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji. Can you end the class, Mataji?
Okay.